Hey Earthbound Army, I hope everyone's having a good day, good night, or whatever it is in your part of the world. In this video, I want to take a deep dive into this new game called the Sandbox, which I think has many similarities to that of Earth 2, or what both games have proposed have similar systems. And I think by taking a deep dive into Sandbox, we can possibly infer that Earth 2 will have similar game mechanics or similar game systems as the phases progress. Alright, so into the video. So the first similarity that I think Sandbox has with Earth 2 is the fact that they are at land sale stage. This game, I think, was launched in September 2020, so obviously a lot of land has been bought at this moment in time. Okay, they've managed to partner up with quite a few big names, which is good on them. So they've managed to partner up with Atari, BINANCE, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Sandbox, Shaun the Sheep. So just a lot of big names that have bought land tiles on the Sandbox game, Sandbox platform. Okay, so that's the first similarity. You can buy virtual land in Sandbox as you can in Earth 2. The second kind of similarity is the idea of what both games have to offer. Sandbox allows you to download a Vox editor where you can kind of make creations, digital assets, and then you can also sell those digital assets within a marketplace. Once you buy a plot of land, in that plot of land you can build your own game. So they also have a game maker platform that they allow you to download and then make your own game. And then import that onto your land. So that's something that Earth 2 have also said that you can do down the track. Now let's take a look at their marketplace. Now I don't think this is all functioning at the moment. I'm not involved in this game too much, but I want to take a look at the similarities. Digital assets within the Sandbox game will be similar to digital assets within Earth 2, whereas they are NFTs or non-fungible tokens, meaning that there is only a certain amount of those items available. In this case, let's take a look at this sword here. Okay, a player has created this sword. Diego Urea 26 has created this sword in the Vox editor platform. There are only 2,750 copies available. I don't know how much he is selling them for, but there are only 2,750 copies available. So if we can assume that at one point, eventually down the track, the Sandbox game will have millions of players, think about how rare this would be if there's only 2,750 copies of this sword. Obviously the value of that sword will go up because it's so rare. Now, I don't know how they get their specific categories like rare, epic, I think I saw a legendary at one stage, so I'm not too sure. Let's say it's legendary. Okay, I've just clicked on legendary. These are legendary assets that have been built. Again, I don't know how they get their legendary status. Grandpa Smurf here, he's legendary status. There are only 200 copies of Grandpa Smurf ever. There will only be 200 copies ever, okay? Because they're NFT, non-fungible tokens. And this was created by Sandbox, the game. Okay, this wasn't created by a user, a player. This was actually created by the game itself, which is, I assume, why it is a legendary status. And his behavior is healer. So if we can assume that later on there are battle mechanics in the Sandbox game, then Grandpa Smurf here will act as a healer. And obviously if you know gaming and gaming mechanics, when it comes to battles and whatever, you need a healer in your team, right? So Grandpa Smurf, legendary status, only 200 copies ever. He'll cost a good mint, no doubt, and he will be your healer. Another thing, let's see, Sci-Fi Tank. So Sci-Fi Tank is a vehicle. Okay, that's his power rating, that's the defense rating, that's the speed rating. An armed tank that uses nanotechnology to create immense energy beams that destroys enemy in its path. So again, an item that you will use for a battle gaming system. Okay, again, only ever 200 copies available. Again, legendary status. So just think of the value in these type of assets, in owning this asset. If you manage to buy this, you know, on the cheap, let's say, eventually there's only 200 copies. Imagine you bought the 199th one. Imagine how much money that will cost. You know, people be vying for these assets, and they'll be paying big dollars knowing that there's only one copy left or two copies left. Okay, so that's another way that you can create money. And I imagine Earth2 will also have like a digital asset marketplace. So just in line with that, again, NFTs, non-fungible tokens, are virtual tokens minted on the blockchain for digital scarcity, security, and authenticity. They are unique, indivisible, and non-interchangeable, allowing true digital ownership of in-game assets. So if you buy these NFT, buy these digital assets, you own them. Only, you know, a certain amount of copies are available, and you will own one of them. So here you go. Create your own land. Land is a piece of Sandbox metaverse based on the ERC-2721 smart contract that you can buy and use to create game experiences utilizing Sandbox digital assets. ERC. See, all this ERC. Look, I'm not a crypto guy. ERC-1155, ERC-721, blah, blah, blah. You can do your research and look it up. But essentially, all it means is the land parcel is based on a token on the Ethereum blockchain network. And similar to Earth2, where they are using their essence as in-game currency, okay, for all those that haven't realized already, the $E on top of your Earth2 login stands for essence. $E equals essence dollars. So in this game, Sandbox, they use Sand. That's their version of the in-game currency. So when I click on buy Sand, it allows you to actually buy Sand through certain exchanges, such as BINANCE. Now I'm going to jump into BINANCE and take a look at how much one Sand is worth and how you go about buying that. So I'm in BINANCE at the moment. I've logged in into my account. I'm going to go to markets, right, and I'm going to search for Sand, S-A-N-D. So in order to buy Sand, which is the in-game currency for Sandbox, you can buy it with BNB, you can buy it with Bitcoin, you can buy it with USD tokens as well, USD dollars and USD tokens. I don't know the difference between the two. Let's buy it with USD, okay, US dollar. So at the moment, in order to buy one Sand, it will cost you 0.158200 USD. There's like 15 cents or whatever USD. So one Sand isn't too bad, right? You're thinking, okay, one Sand just equals 15 cents. But how much does it actually cost to buy a digital asset? So I don't know. When you look into the marketplace and you look like, do you want to buy a legendary? Imagine buying this Oracle stone or this red Oracle pirate ship. Like, this could cost 15,000 Sand. 15,000 Sand. Let's see how much that is. So if I want to buy 15,000 Sand, let's assume that pirate ship costs 15,000 Sand, right? That's going to cost you 2,373 US dollars. Okay, so like I said, I don't know how much that pirate ship costs, but I think I saw thousands. But anyway, so Sands is the in-game currency for Earth2. Essence will be our in-game currency. For Sandbox, you can buy the in-game currency using an exchange. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, who knows, Earth2 or Essence currency will be maybe just as easy. You just buy Essence coin or Essence token through a crypto exchange, and then what you have to do is, after you buy it in the exchange, let's say I buy, you know, 15,000 Sand, it will stay in my wallet on the BINANCE exchange, and then I'm gonna have to transfer that into my wallet. In Sandbox, I have a wallet here. This is my wallet address for Sandbox. I just registered just to kind of make a video for this, but that will be the Sandbox wallet. Okay, and Earth2 will have their own wallet. Now let's see if we can find what our potential wallet will look like. Okay, so I've jumped back into Earth2. Shout out to Real Randy Chavez as well. He found this block ID and he went into settings and found that he could kind of look that up in Etherscan. But anyway, see this ID here. I don't know what that is, but that could potentially be your unique wallet for your profile. I'm not too sure. But maybe if we were to buy Essence tokens through Binance, for example, in order to then transfer it to our wallet in Earth2, maybe this is our wallet address. I can't be sure, but I'm just speculating, okay? Like I said, at this moment in time, we don't know much, but a lot of these games do share similar gaming mechanics and gaming systems, and I think, you know, one could pretty safely assume that this will be the way that Earth2 is going, similar to Sandbox. So like I said, I'm not saying this is exactly what Earth2 will be like, but these two games, Sandbox and Earth2, share really similar gaming aspirations, okay? Same gaming concepts, like buying and selling in-game currency, being able to develop assets, you know, creating player-created assets, buying and selling assets. Okay, what else? Designing and publishing your own game using Game Maker. You know, Earth2 will allow you to create, you know, your racetracks, your battle stadiums, you know, all whatever battle royale games, first-person shooter games, racing games, whatever. Similar to Sandbox, they are allowing creators to create their own games on their land and then charge people if they want to play the game. You know, you may not want to charge anyone anything. And in this section here, you can see that they're giving players the ability to buy land, selling land, and then also, you know, renting land. I haven't seen anything about ad revenue or ads in the game yet, but maybe that's something they could add later on. Anyway, there you go. And the one thing I do like about Sandbox is if you go all the way down here and you click on Roadmap, it does show you what their roadmap looks like. So here you go. In 2011, Pixar was funded. You know, Sandbox surpasses 10 million downloads. Oh, so 2014, the Steam version of the game was released. Okay, so they've been out for a while. And the great thing is, look, they have a roadmap of what people can expect moving forward, which I wish Earth2 had, but, you know, each to their own. I guess every developer, game developer does their own thing. I suspect that the team behind Sandbox is perhaps bigger than the team behind Earth2. I don't know, I'm just speculating. But there you go. By 2023, they're hoping to have over 5,000 games available on the Sandbox platform, right? Premium IPs, intellectual properties, and premium non-fungible tokens to be announced. Major updates for more gaming packages. Regular land sales will continue. So they're expecting to continue selling land to 2023, guys. And I wonder how much value or how much the land will cost to buy by 2023. If this game really takes off, a single tile could be worth quite a bit. From a YouTube video that I saw, a single tile at the moment is selling for about $30 anyway, as it is. So it's quite popular, and there's quite a lot of traction with this Sandbox game. Which is great to see. You know, it's just another game out there at the moment that is similar to Earth2. I feel like Earth2 has more potential only because the graphics, like, this is kind of Minecrafty. It's kind of, I don't know about the demographics, to be honest with you, but there obviously are investment opportunities in the game as well. Whereas I feel like with the AAA graphics that have been promised or have been sold to us in Earth2, there's greater room for growth there and greater room for partnerships, because I don't imagine serious global brands will want to partner with something that has, you know, a Minecraft type of graphics, but I could be wrong. And just to end the video, guys, I know it's been a really long video, sorry about that. I tend to rant about these things, but these are the partnerships that Sandbox have partnered with, which is huge, right? Atari, Square Enix, which, you know, Final Fantasy and everything else. You Japanese RPG, you know how, if you're a gamer, you know about Square Enix. Shaun the Sheep, the Smurfs, I don't know why the Smurfs, but obviously they have a lot of legendary assets based on the Smurfs. But look at all these major brands that they've partnered with. So, you know, they've done pretty well for themselves. And if Earth 2 can attract some major brands, you know, there's a chance that it will explode. So here's to hoping that Earth 2 will be the next big thing. It may not be the next Bitcoin, but you know, it will nonetheless be something that will create value in the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and also hopefully you know, add to your growing portfolio of assets. So there you go, take a look at Sandbox if you're interested. I think we may be a bit late with regards to being an early adopter and getting the most out of it, but look, at this moment I have no money anyway, so I can't invest in any of this stuff. But I just thought it was interesting to take a look at both games and compare and look at what we can expect down the track. Okay, so with that, sorry for the long video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.